Good afternoon, this is Almaz Hussain. I am coming from Mayfair, Johannesburg, South Africa. It is a Saturday afternoon in April 2022, and I would just like to talk about mental health issues that most people suffer from, especially young adults, people in my age group or generation. And what people don't know is that it is a debilitating state of being. You cannot control your emotions, you cannot control how you feel, you cannot control how you react. You and sometimes when you're like done with like what we call an episode or whatever, sorry about the stuttering, um you don't actually remember it, or you don't feel that it's real. Like it felt very um fictional, unrealistic, like it happened to someone else and not you. And yes, you get strange looks and from your own family actually. And you just don't feel comfortable anymore. And you know what, like I suffer from like some anxiety. Not haven't been diagnosed with it, but I know that I'd rather be in a cold dark corner where no one can see me and actually be with people or talk to people, because I'm afraid of how they will perceive me, if they make fun of my voice or how I look or what I say or my ideologies or what I perceive the world to be. So I have to think like 100 times before I text someone. Like, how do I word this? Is the grammar okay? Is will they be offended by it? Will they reject me? Will they be rude towards me? So it's a projection of inner doubt and inner negative thought that I have put onto other people, and I live by that because no one has shown me any different. Like, I'm Muslim and I'm Indian, so in our culture and religion, depression isn't looked upon seriously. It's a swept under the carpet concept. No one really talks about it, and no one really actually, if you do suffer from a mental health issue like anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder 2 or 1, it's not seen as a serious condition. It's rather seen as a embarrassment or a thing, a part of yourself that needs to be ashamed, that is ashamed of by you and by the people around you. So for instance, we're only allowed to mourn 3 days after someone dies. We're not allowed to mourn more than that because it's seen as uh, unreligious, so uncultural, like you being over dramatic or excessive. So you have to hide your struggles with it, and it's a daily struggle. Like, you can listen to music for like an hour and it'll make you feel better for an hour, but after an hour you go back to your slump state or your negative state or your suicidal state. So instead of getting help for their kids, they just pretend it doesn't exist or it's not happening. It will automatically or naturally go away, and that is not true, right? If you on the same wavelength that me, you'll understand that that's not true at all. But yeah, so as much as we take care of our bodies by eating healthily, which I don't, or exercising, which I hardly do, we should also place emphasis on our emotional and mental health, because we cannot focus only on one aspect of your life, which is spirituality or just your physical being. Everything has to be in coherence and cohesive and has to be flowing into each other. So neglect of one aspect will eventually lead to neglect of another aspect of you. um yes, people say boundaries and stating your conditions. However, if you place too many boundaries, it can lead to also problems. um if you're too assertive, everything has to be balanced. So what I'm trying to say is that mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially, relationship wise, job wise, everything in your life has to balance out. And people with mental illnesses shouldn't be ashamed of what they have. And people who know people who suffer from mental illness shouldn't be ashamed of them or sweep it under the carpet or ignore it in the hope that it'll go away. Because we can't help how you feel. And if you cannot control how you feel, to a certain extent. If you don't know why you're sad all the time, if you don't know why you want to kill yourself all the time, if you don't know why you're feeling so depressed and so upset and so unwanted and unloved and alone all the time, you don't know the reason for it. The people around you should be as a support system. They should understand you. They should try to, yes, you're going to push them away. Yes, you're going to do things because you don't want to eliminate that feeling, even though it doesn't really go away. And so they need to be more understanding, and you need to address the problem from the root, because most of us have childhood traumas. 99% of us have childhood traumas that haven't been healed. It doesn't matter how minute or how major the problem or the trauma was, it's still trauma, and it still affects how you deal with your adult life today. So I'm just saying, if you know someone who has who's suffering from a mental illness, or you suspect he's suffering from a mental illness, don't be judgmental. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't fucking be judgmental and cold-hearted and distant, and like very. Don't push out negative energy towards them. So at the end of the day, it's not their fault they feel that way. It's not their fault that they don't understand why they feel that way. It's not their fault that they can control that they feel that way. So just don't be fucking judgmental and be more nicer. For God's sake. It's not gonna kill anyone. Thank you.